Hello there, you wonderful person. I am Gareth Mason. It is Monday, September 29th, 2025. It's exactly 9:37 p.m. and I'm going home. Going home, very tired, headache, hungry. Yeah, I can barely wait to be home. And it might actually rain. It rained a little bit, completely outside of the weather forecast. We're supposed to have rain tomorrow evening or sometime tomorrow. Also, I do prefer this street over here. I'm not in the right state of mind right now. Not in the right mood to be exploring new routes. So it's gonna be a noisy street. So last time I updated you, it was yesterday in the morning, yes, or in the morning. In the morning. Right before we went to my in-laws' house, and I'm getting ghost notifications in my cell phone. You can probably hear it through the vibration. Are we good? Are we good? Yeah, we are good. All right. So yesterday we went to my in-laws, Alan's mother and father's house. We ate. Oh man, the food was really good. Food was good. Oh, I'm hungry. I wish there was some. I could eat some of that food. My goodness, I only had an instant noodles this afternoon because we only had the one. And then after lunch, I sit down on the couch, but then I reclined, and I was with all my weight in my lower back, my very lower back, and it was in a hard part of the couch, And that got me limping the rest of the day yesterday. It was weird. So this is what feels like getting old, huh? You sit down, you lay down in a different way, and then you are limping for the rest of the day. It's kind of windy. It's kind of cold, not super cold. I'm walking, so supposedly 18 degrees Celsius. Like I have a sweater in my. Oh, did they cut? This was. The plants there were much bigger. I think they trimmed the bushes, completely removed them. Whoa. Yeah, very windy. Anyways, so after that, we went back home alone. Gustavo stayed in his grandmother's house, grandparents' house. He slept over there. Slept over there because he had soccer practice this morning, so it would be better for him to just stay there. So he did. As a result, Alan and I went home alone. So we did some piña coladas. Yeah, some piña coladas. But we made too much. And I really don't like to waste stuff. So I tried to drink everything, and man, that was a mistake. That was a mistake. Headache is partially because of that. Yeah, hungover from yesterday. Rum. Yeah, rum is strong, man, strong. But it was good. Anyways, we watched the Chronicles of Narnia, which is it's a cool movie, but it's not great. It really feels like extremely rushed, as if the book is way longer than that. Like there was no time to breathe. Things happen too fast and too conveniently. But it's a kids' movies, I guess. But that's not an excuse, because there are some other kids' movies that are much better at that kind of stuff. But anyways, that was cool. I took a nap yesterday in the afternoon just because I had woken up early to stream. So I was with like around 5 hours of sleep. So I had to take a nap. And we didn't go to bed too late either. And then this morning I woke up. What did I do this morning? Did I play anything? I played Fallout 3. Yeah. I played Fallout 3. My goodness. Yeah, that was cool. But not for very long. I had to go to the bathroom. And I was not in a good mood today. And I get like that after I drink. It's not just a hangover, but also mood, like it feels like negativity just affects me much more. And I hadn't realized it until Alan asked me if everything was all right. Like I wasn't paying attention on how I was feeling. I was just staring into nothingness, not thinking about anything. And Alan asked me if I was all right. And then she asked me, I said fine. And then she asked me if I wanted to cry, and then I said no, not really. But that's her asking me these questions started to make me feel like I started to pay attention, and then I cried. Like, because I was not in a good mood. I was like in a heavy mood. That's very interesting, right? Her asking me these questions made me feel the feelings more. It's quite interesting. So imagine this. I am in this mood. I'm laying on Ellen's lap. She is caressing me. And then I get a notification in my cell phone. That is our condominium bill, which is like 80% more expensive than last month. We almost had a heart attack. Like that's just the nail in the coffin. And we started to like, we gotta move. Like if this is gonna be normal for the bill just to be randomly like twice as expensive as usually is, this is completely unsustainable. We gotta look into another place to stay. And so that made me feel even worse. Oh, look at the kitty. Look at the kitty. I'm too hungry, my friend. I'm not even gonna try to. Oh, did you see that? Whoa. Yeah. Kind of stormy weather over there. Anyways, where was I? Yeah, imagine I am in this mood, and that just destroyed me this morning. And Alan was reading some news of some tragedy that happens, and this kind of stuff really affects me negatively. I get really, it messes me up, It messes me up, and then that got me feeling bad, and so I took one of those Passionfruit extract pills, to make me feel calmer. And I don't know, that I think that pill, that medicine just brings my energy. Even like I was not anxious anymore, but by the time it didn't, like I could feel the effect, I was just down, man, like super low energy. Also, there was no time for me to make coffee, so we drank the last bit of coffee in the morning, and then there was no coffee for me to drink after lunch, which I usually do. So put that into the equation. I didn't have my usual post after lunch coffee. What's happening with dogs? Sometimes they're chill, sometimes they're crazy like this. Anyways, yeah, so I was in very low energy this afternoon, and it was all the it was the special classes. The special classes, the ones I'm probably not gonna record these anymore, like here, this street, because I really can't stand the dogs. No, I'm just in a bad mood because I'm hungover. Forget what I said. I shouldn't. You should never make decisions when you are in a state of mind that is not your usual. Because, yeah, it's just sometimes you think things that are not true, or you exaggerate things because of your state of mind. That was me right there, complaining about the dogs. It's just dogs, man, just noise, whatever. Anyways, where was I? I was talking about the special classes, yeah. So today we had 3 special classes. We were supposed to have 4, but I'll get to that. I'll get to that later. The first and the third one are the same, because both of them are. This is live wire. Do you hear it? There's a wire right there. Do you hear it? That's not safe. That's not safe at all. Yeah, so the first and the third classes, groups that I have on Monday mornings, on Mondays, are high, intermediate, chew. So they're the same class. And for high inter chew is where we go to the drugstore. So we practice a little bit of the drugstore vocabulary in class. We practice a little bit of the conversation, which are chew. One where they pretend to encounter an old friend at the drugstore, and then they talk about what they're doing there and what they're doing in that city and what they're buying. And then the next conversation is with them and the pharmacist, or the pharmacist who is helping them to get what they want, and then buying the stuff and everything. So they practice that, and then we go to a real drugstore. So that's what we did with both of these groups. The first one I was feeling quite uncomfortable. I was still feeling bad because of everything that I said. I got heartburn, by the way, as well. just one more thing. Heartburn. So yeah, I was still uncomfortable. I was uncomfortable. The second class, the advanced 2, was a job interview. That was interesting. That was cool. So they made their resume, and then I interviewed them as if I was going to hire them for whatever position that they wanted. So that was cool, that was interesting. They were nervous, which is the whole point of it. Not really to make them nervous, but to, like, it's a real it's the live in it project, these special classes. So it's real life activities, real life situations. Yeah. So the situation with the condominium fees, we went kind of crazy. So we started talking about with GPT, and GPT. I didn't have GPT, but Grok said that all the information there, because I asked for the bill, like to see exactly where the money was going, and it said that maybe it was a little bit over, but everything seemed fine there. But then I got in touch with the people from the condominium, the manager condominium, saying that, like, I just said the truth. Actually, I got in touch with the superintendent, but then she put me in touch with the condominium people, and I told them, like, hey, like, we can't. This is crazy. And then eventually we discovered that there's a fee. There's some fee, some stuff that we ourselves, the people renting the apartment, we are not the ones responsible for paying that. The owner is. So Ellen got talking to the real estate agency, and she fixed it. She arranged so that, like, we still have to pay it, but this the things that we are not supposed to be paying, it's not our responsibility, that those are going to be deducted from our rent, so we don't have to pay. So there's crisis averted. After Alan told me all of that, I got, like, extremely relieved, and everything was fine. Everything was fine. Then the evening classes started. So we had an exchange program video call with somebody very important that lasted 1 hour. So we had, like, we showed them their tests from last week. Oh, it started to rain right now. That's fine, I don't mind. I showed them their tests. We started the class, the lesson. Like, we were able to just read the text, and then we had to go downstairs to participate in the lecture. It was just a big advertisement for their exchange program stuff. So it is very interesting, but you gotta have the money. If you don't have the money, I don't have the money. Anyways, and then we came back, and we did the rest of the lesson. And you know, these guys, this group, they are more. They take longer to do the activities. They have more difficulty with the activities. So we spent a bunch of time on, like, I didn't imagine that this. Oh, that was cool. Okay, I'll show you this and I'll keep talking because the sky is kind of looking cool. I didn't imagine that they would have as much trouble with the content as they did. It was the suffix able, so like doable, fixable, or unfixable, or undoable, this kind of stuff. Oh, there it is. I didn't show. There was a big one a few seconds ago. That was cool. I wanted to show you that. Oh, nice. Yeah. I'm trying to not use the filler words too much, but whatever. Yeah, they had, it was that and the future, future possibility, like may, probably, could, uh, is likely, the likelihood is that, and I, I honestly, I did not imagine that they would have so much trouble with, there we go, you can see, with the content as they did. Like, I imagine we did only one lesson today because of that. Well, because of the video call and that. And well, I'm just gonna walk over there. They know that I live here. Let's see if the guy tells me to come back. Yeah, so, and then we did one activity and they took forever, and then we started doing the other activity, and then it just took them so long, man. And because I think it's because I'm a bit hungover. I was feeling out of patience. Like, I didn't show them any impatience, but I was feeling out of patience. And yeah, that's it. And then now I'm coming home and I'm hungry. So I think you're all updated. It's a long video. Plans and not much, no. Plans are not too crazy. Just gonna get home, eat, have a shower, and go to bed and relax. I bought one of those nasal strips that's with the magnets, but it came off in the middle of the night. Yeah, so I don't know. But anyways, I think that's all for today. I don't have anything else to say. I'll be back tomorrow to let you know what happened between now and then. Thanks everybody for watching. I have been Gareth Mason, and I'll see you the next time I see you. Bye-bye.